Hello and welcome to me, Healer K, to your July 2020 Astro Tarot energy reading. And as last month, it will be the same, that there will be two parts. The first part is the general about the astrological horoscope energies for July. And then in the second part, I will go into each zodiac house and each sign, rising sign, to see what's will happening just for you. So, okay, let's start. And I has put out the 12 zodiac signs here: the Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. And beneath every card I put the planets that are in each sign, and also the lunar eclipse and the new moon, and also where we have the North Node and the South Node. And the changes we can see from June is that now has Aries ruler Mars did enter Aries at the 28th of June, and now Mars will stay here in Aries for almost 6 months. Usually it stays 6 weeks in each sign, but it will go, now it goes direct, and later on it will go retrograde, and then again go direct. So in January next year, Mars will proceed to Taurus. And what's more new here is that here in Capricorn, we will have Jupiter and Pluto come together. So in a conjunction, so it will be Jupiter that stands for abundance and Pluto for transformation. So when they come together, they can create great wealth and opportunities, create resources. And what more? Yeah. And then on the 2nd of July, Saturn retrogrades into the Capricorn to finish off what the triad started there in the eclipse in January. And it will stay there until mid of December, before it will continue over into Aquarius finally. Okay, and the 5th of July we will have a lunar eclipse, a quite small minor lunar eclipse in Capricorn, but the energy of a lunar eclipse is where we need to make changes. And this card states that Capricorn, moon in Capricorn is about accomplishment. And that's the energy we've been seeing here for the last 5-6 months, that there are a lot of change going on with the COVID triad of Saturn, Jupiter and Pluto here. So Saturn returning into here, and the lunar eclipse to take place here at the 5th of July. So more energies will come here in play. But since this is quite slow planets, this will unfold during the upcoming 6 months. Okay, and the 13th of July we have Mercury here in Cancer, Mercury is about mind, communication, and ruler of both Virgo and Gemini. We will start to go direct at the 13th of July. So now could be a good time to make agreements, sign deals, go into new work relations or private relations, because now you will be able to see more clear on things. The 20th, we will have a new moon in Cancer, and a moon in Cancer that's about belonging. So this will be a cozy feeling of getting closer to people around you and in your home. Okay, that's the activities that take place here during the month, and let's revise what's actions we have in each sign. So in Aries we will have the Mars energy, so we will be more active this month than previous. And Uranus continue to stay in Taurus, and the Gemini energy will be transferred and combined with Venus that started to go direct here. And Gemini and Venus now helps us to actually see our life path, digging, finding, looking, how will my path be, and what possibilities can what advantages do I have, what resources do I have, what talents do I have that I can actually use here. And for many out there, you will see that you will find new careers that you actually will start off doing, that shows up from absolutely nothing, that it's totally different from what you've been doing before. Because, and here is the help you have for that. Since it's in Gemini, now shifts can go from one thing to the other. The polarity, the duality of Gemini goes swift. So swift changes. And in Cancer, we have some activity here, and not forget that we have the Sun, the spirit energy, combined in this Cancer energy about being emotional, sensitive, caring, loving, and focusing on family and your relatives, your life partners. And the 23rd, the Sun will move from Cancer into Leo, so that will also activate an energy from coziness to more flamboyant, dramatic, proud and passionate energy that will focus on the importance of self-belief. And then we have Virgo, that's not activated any specific, same with Libra and Scorpio this month. And Sagittarius had a lot of activity last month with the solar eclipse and the lunar eclipse, and that's now moved into and take place in Capricorn this month. So here we have a little more activity in the Capricorn. Aquarius, it was more energy in the last month, has no planets, And in June, in Pisces, Neptune started to go retrograde. So we have a lot of retrograde energy this month, both Mercury and Saturn, Jupiter, Pluto, and Neptune is going retrograde. So that's why I, to sum up, put that retrograde will still be the major energy here, but the shift from July is that we will be more in more home cozy and more energy active with activation of Aries and Leo. So I also notice here that we have air is not so activated this month. So we see more of the Capricorn earth energy, some of the Cancer Pisces water energy, and lot of activation of fire energy. So if June felt slow, there will be more traction in more things get done in July. Okay, so this is the energies for July 2020, and now we will continue with your sign, zodiac sign reading, and what will happen in your 12 houses. Hello Leo, and welcome to your July 2020 forecast. I have your card here so you can overview this forecast together with me. And here is your ascendant card. So I put that behind your sun sign card here. And let's begin. I already put out the 12 house cards. The first house where you have your ascendant in your sun sign. And the second house, third. And here until the 12th house. Sorry, I say sun sign, I mean rising sign, of course. I don't know which are your sun sign. So I put your ascendant card under your rising sign, which is Leo. Okay, and I also already put out the 12 tarot cards, one for each house, to see what energies you have in each house for July that will be prevalent. And the first house is about yourself, your physical body, how you're perceived by others. And here you have 9 of Pentacles. So you are content, because this is a sign of success, freedom, wealthy life, fruits of labor. So you are sending out the energy, and that comes from your inner core, that you quite happy with your life right now, that you are under control. You have things under control. And in the second house, the house about money, income, possessions, you have the Ace of Wands. So something is new here. A new project, or energize-wise, you are creating a new beginning, creation, a birth here. So something new here is happening in your house of money, house of assets, and this is a fire energy, the Ace of Wands. So it's a high energy, swift level here. And we have the sign of Cassiopeia here, and she looked quite relaxed. So whatever new that's happening here, you also feel balanced and safe. This is your home ground. And of course, fire, that's your Leo energy as well. So looks great here in the money house. The third house is perception, your inner speech, thoughts, how you are perceived in social media, dating, short trips, surroundings, sociabilities. And here we have the Princess of Pentacles. So you are creating, you repurpose something here. Something new is taking place here. So this creating new in second house also is the spring feeling in your third house. So you are acting here with the sense of ambition, desire, diligence. So something new is happening in your close surroundings. That's make use of your energies in a new way. And the fourth house is roots, your home and background, real estate, your physical home. And here the Eight of Cups shows that something is changing here, because you feel disillusioned. So you want to check out from your home right now. You have all these cups here, but you are stuck in that they are quite empty and not filled with energy, not filled with emotions, not happy emotions anyway that you want. So something is changing at home. And fifth house, the house of passion, creation, hobbies, romance, sex. And the Queen of Wands, it's a feisty energy, and this could be a person as well. The new person comes up, that transpires the sense of confidence, joy, mastery, courage, determination. So maybe a new person is coming in here in your passion house. And the sixth house, the house of everyday routines, your health, and what's going on your workplace. And here we have the World that fits very nicely with the Nine of Pentacles in the assets. Yes, it fits nice with something new is created with money. That creates something new here in your workplace. Seventh house, Seven of Wands. Self-defense, perseverance, maintaining control. And the seventh house is about relating. So you have a fight with an important person in your life, and there is a square energy between the fourth and seventh house. So maybe this fight is taking place with some important person in your private life. Eighth house, about intimacy, and that's the other axis of the second house of Ace of Wands. that is about new beginning, and Six of Wands is the energy of award, recognition, good news. So there are a new beginning in the 8th house and the axis of the 2nd house. 9th house, Virgo. 9th house is about seeking. It's the journey house. It could be foreign travel with airplane, or it could be your interior travel within you. And with the Hermit, it is, as I see it, the inner journey that you will be retracting inwards to contemplate, to search the truth, to get inner guidance. Maybe because the dynamic here in the 4th and 5th house of roots and of home and passion. So you need to contemplate here. And this is also on the axis of the 3rd house. That's your inner thoughts. That's something new is starting here, and that's triggering something deep inside of you that need to actually go back here and we are in the retrograde season, so something that's happening on the surface of you doesn't reflect properly what's deep inside of you. There are some inner conflict here that you will take care of. And in the 10th house of reputation, the career house, you have the High Priestess. And this is the 2nd card after the Magician, the starting of something new. And this is, now you start creating something. So the 2nd and the 6th and the 10th house here all talks about closers and early beginnings. So in your workplace, all cards here give the same direction. Something new here is being created. In the 11th house, it's called the Edge here. It's about friendship, group creativity, tribes, common goals, how you are, your friends. And here we have the Chariot, and the image here is showing something new is starting, and it's a water sign. This it's the Cancer energy. So something new here is taking place, and the Chariot we see here behind is something is moving here, but the focus, the black and white lion in front of the Chariot, may have, we go this direction, we go the other direction, no. So it's a little rocky ride, because you are looking for a new context of friends or tribe to be part of, because there are something changing in many places in your life. So something new is created about what context do I flower in? What is my new context where I can be the lion fitting in? And the 12th house is about surrender. And it's the last of the 12 signs, zodiac signs. So the 12th house is about closing something. And that's the house where you retreat, escape, you hide and release things. And here is the King of Swords. So you are cutting through everything with very powerful quick action, strategic thought, head over heart discipline. You are looking for the truth here, because truth will guide you. So even if we are in you have your 12th house in Cancer, it's a water energy, and swords is air, so can water and air can mix together. And this is also Mercury stays here and is retrograde until the 17th of July, then it will turn direct again. So there will be a need for you to actually be clear about your thought and not don't get caught in the energy of the retrograde or the Cancer. The Mercury planet is staying in this time. So great. Sorry for the confusion here between 1st and 6th house. I was trying to make a connection here between 2nd and 8th house. And what I see here, that are a lot of energies. We have the Cups activated, we have the Pentacles activated, we have the fire energies with the Wands here, and there are some water energies also here. So all areas in your life will be activated, and you will have access to all resources you have, because everything is here, creating the new. I'm just posting videos about my new series, the shadow work series for the retrograde, and what I say here, you can benefit from viewing that, but you already have all your stuff going on. So but that could assist you in your contemplation and get energy to your clear view here in the 9th and 12th house to do some shadow work. So I'm closing up here, and now I will add the additional cards for the extended reading that will be posted on Patreon, and later on in July will also be reposted on YouTube. So if you want to know more about what's happening in your 12 houses, please be Patreon and check out there. Otherwise, I wish you very well in these times. And if you did like this reading, please hit the like button and subscribe. And I say bye-bye now, Leo. But before I close off the camera, I will show what cards come up here. So I will put out 3 cards to clarify each tarot card on each house here. So let's see what's card that dropped out. The King of Cups. So there are energies assisting here for mature emotions. So for 1st house, the 9 of Pentacles, clarify with 2 of Swords, 2 of Cups, and the Sun. Yes, affirming the great energies here in the 1st house. And the Ace of Wands is clarified by Ace of Swords, Knight of Swords, and 6 of Swords. The 3rd house, Princess of Pentacles, is clarified by 9 of Wands and King of Pentacles and 3 of Pentacles. And 4th house, 8 of Cups, is clarified by Ace of Cups, 4 of Swords, and the Death card. And the 5th house, Queen of Wands, is clarified by 10 of Pentacles, 6 of Wands, and 2 of Wands. And the 6th house, the World card, a big ending, is clarified with King of Wands, the Chariot, and Queen of Wands. And also remember that in this house, the Capricorn house, with all the triad of the COVID planets, Saturn, Jupiter, and Pluto, and also the lunar eclipse here. So this is your 6th house of everyday work, is a real dynamic place. And the 7th house, 7 of Wands, is clarified with Knight of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles, and 9 of Pentacles. And the 8th house, 6 of Wands, clarified by the Magician, 3 of Cups, and Temperance. The 9th house, the Hermit, is about the Tower, and the World comes again here, and Knight of Wands. And the 10th house, the High Priestess, is clarified by the 8 of Cups, the Devil, and the 10 of Swords. This will be an exciting extended reading. The Chariot in your 11th house, clarified by Ace of Wands, 7 of Swords, and 7 of Cups. In the final, the 12th house, King of Swords, is clarified by Wheel of Fortune. So it comes back here. And the Star and the Emperor. So many major arcanas and court cards from the minor arcana. So this is a powerful month for you, Leo. So I close now and see you on Patreon for the extended reading. Bye bye.